alive without the coming up and making malarkey. My goodness gracious. Hi, my salty pecans. Happy Friday. Happy Houseplant and Cocktails Friday. This dang cat done messed up my door. Always trying to be in my business. Everything I'm doing, they always want to be there. Like, come on. Oh, get on my nerves. Get on my daggone nerve, y'all. Oh, all right. So, hi, Mr. Sheffield. How are you? Pleasure to see you tonight. Hi, Miss Lady June. Is that what you want to do? You come on here to make all this noise? Oh, this lab cat. Oh my goodness. So as you can see by the title, we're going to be talking about this Immortal Orchid and the coolest thing that occurred this week. If y'all know my channel, if y'all know me, if y'all know just Pam, then you'll probably know I absolutely love Wendy Williams. And she made an oral appearance recently on The Breakfast Club with Charlemagne, DJ Envy, and whoever lady is there now. So I was like, that actually made my week. I absolutely love Wendy Williams. I uh when once I discovered her existence, I had to. I've been a huge supporter. I've gone to her shows before. I was actually I was not a guest at the Wendy Williams show per se, but I was a guest for the Wendy Williams company and was well treated by the Wendy Williams staff. Okay. So, quick little story. I don't know if it's still up on his page, but what's his name? Jerry O'Connell. I was a guest on the Jerry O'Connell show. This is so good. Before I get into the Jerry O'Connell show story, this is a little quick 1-2 mix. There's some ICQB leafies. There's tonic. I have fresh lime juice and tequila and sour mix. So this is just a little sour. I still am trying to be mindful, but enjoying my cocktail for tonight. I don't have any plans to go out for once tonight, nor plans to hang out with anyone. Well, I did, but we are rescheduling it for tomorrow. So, anyways, Jerry O'Connell, he had this like 6-week show on Wendy Williams's whole entire network. They ended up not going with him. They ended up going with Sherry Shepherd. But I was a guest on the Jerry O'Connell show. And it was like such a cool experience being there. Hi, Felix. Mr. Palacio. My face right here. I'm so happy. So they like, so let me, I don't know if I've said this story before, but I'll say it now and I probably will tell it again in the future. So for my birthday, I I love Wendy Williams, okay? So for my birthday, I said, you know what? What I want to do for my birthday is get tickets to go see Wendy Williams. At the time, I was in undergrad in college, and it's hard, I have school or I have work, and these are daytime talk shows, so they're filming early in the morning until like maybe the afternoon. So I'm in school, I'm busy, I can't be at a show, but my birthday is in the summer, so it was like perfect timing. I managed to get tickets. Wendy was on her summer vacation, and she was trying to like transition out of, having her show. She wanted to pass down the baton. So she wanted Jerry O'Connell. So I ended up getting tickets for his little 6 week situation. So it was my birthday. I went and I asked one of my chemistry classmates. I was just like, hey, girl, do you want to come with me? Because at that time, when I tell you, I'm lit. I have my younger days had an amazing life, going to these events, that event, getting tickets, getting like amazingness. So I was just like, hey, because I've been inviting her to openings and like screenings of things. So I was just like, hey, do you want to come with me? My friends were busy and like family were busy, so they were unable to come with me. So she was like my plus one. So I went there, and if you've never been to a live taping of a show before, so how it is they, you kind of like line up. They tell you to get there at a certain time. I got there CPT, a little bit behind, which is everything happens for a reason. So I got a little bit behind. I was like more towards the back of the line. And you have the producers, the staff come out and saying, let's hear like your biggest cheer. And when I tell you these windpipes, all right, I can go up octaves, okay? I get it from my mom. Like I can like I can yell and cheer. And when I tell you my yelling and my cheering, when they're like, oh, show us, your most happiest, like, I was just like, wow. And I had, let me pull up my other Instagram. I had my birthday dress on. Like, I was just like, mom, like, what should I wear? It's my birthday. I want to dress, but I don't want to be like doing too much. So she kind of Mr. Sheffield. Um, so she was just like, oh yeah, here, put this outfit on. So that's the outfit that I put on. Oh, come on. Let me put my password. Hold on. I'm trying to sign into my other Instagram. So yeah, so they were like, oh, let's hear like your loudest cheer. So I'm like, and they're like, oh, like shocked, right? Cool, whatever. So let me get my code so I can sign in. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, save info. I have, when I seriously tell y'all, I have not used this computer in months. Months. Trying to switch my accounts. How do you? That's not how I want to. Oh man, come on. I think my other page is public. Well, I'm following my page, so my thing should show up. Sorry, y'all. Let me quickly find what I'm looking for. Okay, did I have oh, damn. Okay, I don't think I have a photo of me and the girl. All right, I think I have one on my phone. Dang. So when we get inside, they were like, okay, so they picked me to ask a question, to answer a question, actually. So they picked me, and then they were like, you get to go ahead and like Jerry's gonna ask you a question. So they positioned me, they put me to sit down like in a certain spot. The tape is going on, and they're like, okay, so we're gonna have like one of the audience members And like that's how you know a lot of these things when it comes to these TV shows, they're set up. It's not just like random. They actually like point you out and say, okay, you're going to be standing up and you're going to talk and they're going to ask you a question. So it was just like so perfect because it was my birthday and I'm wearing like my dress and everything. I had this beautiful peach dress on. Damn it, I have to find a photo. Oh, this was, oh my gosh. Oh, this is too far back. Hold on. Oh, that's favorites. So they picked me, and then the question was something about like Justin Bieber or whatever. And I was just like, yeah, blah 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 blah. I answered the question right. I think they gave me like a $200 like Visa gift card just for answering the question right. And then they liked me so much. When I tell you these people liked me so much that they actually hired me or booked me. It was not paid. They booked me as a guest on their show for another episode. And this is why, like, you just have to be yourself. I got there like late. They told us to get here at X time. I got there at XY time. And everything happens for a reason. Like, my girl, she was there waiting for me. She's just like, where are you? Like, they're bringing people in. And I'm like, I'm coming with my little dress and my little heels, trying to clickety clack, like, down the streets of New York City in the Flower District, because that was where the Wendy Williams show was located. Hold on. I'm almost there, y'all. I don't think I'm almost there. I got a couple years of scrolling. Even what year I gotta go back to. If it's a question of my heart, you got it. I don't belong to anyone but you. Almost there, y'all. I'm in 2020, I think, right now. No, I think I'm in 2019. I think I gotta go down to 27. Almost there, y'all. Or 2016. I'm scrolling. I promise y'all. I'm trying. I'm trying my fucking best, okay? I'm going as fast as I can. Don't rush me. Okay, I found the photos. Okay, so I'm gonna have to show you from my phone. So I'm gonna just show her. Well, actually, I'm just gonna show me. Let me put my brightness on. This is how I looked when I went to the show. I had my little peach dress on. And then this was my friend that I had come with me. Like, when I say I used to take this girl like to pop and stuff, we popping things, y'all. Like, why not? And then I had her record me do my little birthday dancey dance. Can you play it one more time? No. Anyway, so wearing this outfit, they're like, oh, actually, like, we would actually like to have you come as a part of the, staff, whatever, not staff, but part of like the audience. And so these people, they sent me like a big, like, Escalade car to my house to pick me up. I had a driver. When I got to the studio, like, they make you come in through like a special entrance, like the guest talent entrance. I'm not in with like the common folk where I was at before, standing online. I don't have to stand online. I'm being escorted by like security, and I get put into like my own little private green room with snacks and water and drinks. So now when I came back as a guest. So now let me share with you all my little quick segment that I had on the Jerry O'Connell show. Let me present. Hold on. I might, let me share screen, Instagram. Okay. Let me just make this even smaller. Okay. So hopefully y'all can hear. Let me know if you can hear.
How are you? Who
Hey,
are you? Where are you from?
Hey, Jerry. My name is Pamela. I'm originally from Haiti, but I live in Brooklyn.
Okay, here we go. Covering all the boroughs. Tell us about your worst story.
Okay, Jerry. I'm gonna tell you about my worst dining out experience.
Okay.
Okay. So it was my best friend's birthday. We went to a fancy restaurant. The dress code was all white, so I had a nice little white dress on.
Sure.
We're sitting down. I'm waiting for the waitress to come. She's coming my way, and I see her with the tray. When she gets close to me, the tray of food spills all over my white dress.
No.
It was a disaster.
No.
But on top of that, she knocks my wine on me too.
No.
Yes. So after that, I had to go to the club and party with stains all over me. It
No.
was so embarrassing.
No.
It was so embarrassing.
That is so crazy.
It was
and also
ridiculous.
because it just happened to be the time you were wearing like
all white.
all white.
What are the odds?
I got to tell you, that sounds horrific. Okay, that's going to be tough to beat. Thank you so much. Let's get up here. We're going to choose between you two. Okay, everybody. I've heard your stories. The haircut. Hello, how are you? Who are you and where are you from?
Hey, Jerry. My name is Pamela. I'm originally from Haiti, but I live in Brooklyn.
Let's get up here. We're going to choose between you two. Okay, everybody. I've heard your stories. The haircut, that was maybe the worst haircut I've ever seen in my life. I still think you were drinking when you did it, but I got to say, that food over your entire white outfit was simply the worst. You have won. Congratulations. You are officially the worst. You're terrible. You're terrible. Congratulations. There she is. The worst in the world. You're not the worst. Let's get up here. We're going to choose between you two. Okay, everybody. I've heard your stories. The haircut, that was...
I have my "You're the worst in the world." I still have the sash. It was such a fun memory, you know? It was such a fun little experience. It was such a fun memory. And I think I also he gave me a crown. I keep my crown on Hannah. Hannah is my Hannah is my beautiful abo. So I still have my the worst crown. Yo, fun experience. Fun experience. So I say all of that to say I am so happy that Wendy Williams did her little interview with Charlemagne the God. It was really refreshing to hear Wendy since the pandemic. You know, she's been going through everything. She's been going through so much. And with this whole conservatorship nonsense that she's dealing with, it's just so sad. And I'm so happy to see someone that I'm a huge supporter of. I'm a huge fan of. I am a like admirer of. I absolutely respect Wendy Williams, Wendy Hunter. She is a pioneer for so many things, and she's such a strong woman. And you know, like her saying is, "Say it like you mean it." I'm gonna like she says it like she means it. You know, sometimes people don't really want to hear the cold hard truth, and that's what she does. Uh, thank you, Felix. You love So we're gonna chat about the um blooms, the beautiful, beautiful orchid blooms. Mr. Sheffield says, as my mom would say, you got the gift of gab. Yes, I don't even know what that means. Is it like that, that pulls you in? Is that what it is? But yes, so we're 20 minutes in. It took me 20 minutes to tell that story. So I went to Kizomba class earlier. It was good, learning new steps and just going, it's different dancing with people. than it is like dancing yourself. Oh, I got the gift of I'm a chatterbox. I'm a chatterbox. I can just talk. I can talk, right? I can talk. So, as you can see from the title, we are talking about my Immortal Orchid. I purchased this orchid early last spring, or not even early spring, maybe late winter, early spring. And this plant, when I originally purchased it, this had not even decided to like bloom yet. It didn't even decide to sprout. Wait, what the hell is happening? Wait, what the hell? In my biggest Dr. Phil voice, what in the actual hell am I looking at? What incarnation is going on here? What are my eyes showing? Are my eyes deceiving me? Because I do believe so. Is this plant trying to bloom at? Hold on. Y'all can't even see it. What the heck am I looking at? This is like the X5, you know, these damn little kids when they be taking pictures of you from like up above, but they super zoom in. It's like the y'all. Look at this. You can't see it. Oh my gosh. So, all right. Essentially, what I'm trying to show you that you won't be able to see, I am showing you this. Okay, I'm showing you this. Okay, so one of these like bloom buds, but it's here. What? Because orchids are supposed to just continue to bloom at the tip, you know? But this, I believe the first flower was here. So it only had this like sort of leaf, and then none of these popped out any flowers. The first flower that eventually came, I think, towards the summertime, started off here. This is the first one because, as you can see, it's like dry and white because, like, the flower fell off, and then it left like that little scab. But all of these, like this here, oh, you can't see. What am I showing you? Hold on. So the first flower is shows, I think it's, hold on, let me see. Okay, so the first flower came here, okay? You see that white tip, okay? So this is a node that never bloomed. This is a node that never bloomed. This here is a node that never bloomed. So right here never bloomed. Right here never bloomed. And this is here, this right here is where I see the new little bud coming from. I did not see that until, I swear, just now. I swear I did not see that until just now. And as you can see, at least, so the reason I particularly decided to purchase this plant was because of the amount of offshoots that it had. I noticed, okay, so I purchased this plant at Trader Joe's. It was pretty cost efficient. It was like cost effective. It was under $20. It was either like 15 to 20 bucks that I purchased this orchid for. And again, the main reason amongst the different varieties that were there, I picked it because it had 1, 2, 3. At the time that I purchased it, only 2 of them were blooming. And they were blooming very like about here, you know. So all of this came this year. All of this came this year, and all of this came basically this year that I've had it. And another reason that I decided to pick this particular plant up versus the other options that were there is because I noticed it had the blooms. I noticed that even though there were flowers, the tip had a couple of unopened pods, right? So I'm like, in the past, when I've heard people talk about orchids and how to pick orchids, they usually recommend don't get an orchid that's fully flowered because you only get to enjoy the flowers when they're open. The flowers are not there 24/7. Eventually, they die off. Okay, case in point. Once they die off, the directions and the advice that I've noticed is like, once the leaves fall off, snip the entire like thing off and then wait for a new one to bloom. So in my mind, this whole time, that's what I was expecting to do. I was waiting for these to die off and then to eventually cut it, wait for the plant to go dormant, and then wait for the warmer months for it to like wake back up. Maybe, maybe not. Again, I have not had an orchid in decades. The last orchid I had was a little tiny thing that I purchased at Petco. So I was a little intimidated. Like, honestly, I was very intimidated to purchase this plant, to own this plant, to care for this plant. And like, I was in the shower the other night, right? And I'm like, because I keep this plant in the bathroom. And I realized the orchid, I think I have to change the title. No, I'm going to make a whole separate video. But I believe like the orchid is probably the most hated floral plant within the house plant market. Because the amount of lies that the growers, the manufacturers say in regards to the care of this plant is insane. Number one, the whole putting ice cubes in this, don't do that. Number two, letting it like dry out, don't do that. Number three, cutting off like the shoots once the flowers die, don't do that. Like everything that they've told me to do, I did the opposite of. Putting it like giving it like nice bright, don't do that. This thing is in like the most soft, filtered, muted, humid, moist, warm, bright environment, which is my bathroom. And this plant literally is thriving in my bathroom. Like it it's doing so amazing. And what I noticed is like this plant wants to be wet. This plant wants to stay moist. I have it usually in water. So the care that I've been providing it, right, is I'll water it. Okay. I will take this whole thing and put it under my shower head. Let the rain fall down and wake my dreams. Let it wash away my sanity. 'Cause I wanna feel the thunder. I wanna scream. Let the rain fall down. I'm coming clean. So you let the rain shower fall down, right? And just, let the orchid just, and I let it run on the leaves, right? And I let it run over the orchid bark. And then I let the orchid just sit in maybe like this much water. And then I forget it. Some days I'm like, oh, I watered the plant maybe like 3-4 days ago. Let me drain out the water and I'll let it, just like chill a day or two, right? And then I'll water it again. I don't let my orchid dry out. I do not. The time that my orchid has dried out, what I did notice is a new growth declining. So like these little buds, right? What I noticed is like if I let it dry out, it would like the it would yellow and then it would fall off. So I'm like, oh, let me water it, and then the new ones survive. So thus far with this plant, give it nice, bright, diffused light. Don't give it direct sunlight. Don't put this like this plant cannot survive in this room. In my opinion, personally, this plant would die inside of this plant room. This plant room gets the brightest of bright light. This plant gets direct sunlight. The walls are white. The light is bouncing off all the white walls. It's facing, bam, like big windows. This plant is not going to do well in here. I had this plant on the fireplace mantle in my bedroom when I first purchased it because that's where I wanted to have it. It did good, but it is doing great. It's thriving in that bathroom, okay? Thriving. And I am just elated. I am so excited, like to the point where I might, I just maybe, I just might get another orchid. I want a different variety though. I don't want the same variety. I want a little more, maybe a yellow one, or green, like a limey yellow, greeny sort of orchid, orange. Okay. Hey CJ, how are you? Welcome. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I am like elated. So that's that with this. So yeah, my Immortal Orchid is the houseplant community's probably most hated flower because they lie about the care. It's tall tales, so much lies. Mr. Sheffield, I have no idea who Rachel is. I'm a plant content creator that does not watch plant content. I don't watch houseplant content. I tell you guys this all the time. I don't watch houseplant content. The only time you'll probably catch me watching houseplant content is like research. Probably like research purposes. But like if I need plant care advice, I'll like watch houseplant. But I'd be like watching um cons- conspiracy theories. I watch Sharon and her husband were high school sweethearts. Um, but then all of a sudden, their love came to a halt. And then you hear the investigator in the background. Sharon and Aaron Carpenter were one of the most popular couples in high school. Everybody admired them. And then somebody else is like, yeah, when I was younger, you would have never imagined that that would have happened in their household. Yeah, so I mean, the little true crime. That's my little true crime narration. Um, yeah. Another thing, this like last week and a half, 2 weeks, this last 2 weeks, I also decided to like watch a little bit of TV shows. I haven't really watched TV in months, so I turned on my television. Um, and I started watching two shows. I binge watched one show, I think, in a matter of 2 days. Severance. If you have Apple TV, I binge watched Severance in 2 days, and season two came out today, like this morning. And another thing with Severance is that I live in the lovely, lovely, lovely state of New York, and I live in the even lovelier city of New York. And they had this pop up Severance like situation happening at Grand Central, which I'm like bummed out because everything happens at Grand Central, and I don't work nowhere near damn Grand Central, damn city. So lucky bastards who got to see those actors and the whole Severance cubicle. And then another show that I have been watching because I finished Severance in a couple hours, embarrassingly. And then I hung out with my best friend, and I'm like, "Girl, turn this on because I'm on like the second to last episode, and I want to hear what you have to say, but I really want to watch this show too. So let's watch it together." She got hooked, so she had to go back to like watch it from episode one, and then I started watching another show called Silo on Apple TV as well. Really interesting. It's a whole like post-apocalyptic survival. Like all of these films are, what's the word? Like programming, like predictive programming. Like they're gonna tell us like all of this is potentially gonna happen in the future. I don't know when, where, how, but there's way too many like of these movies of the end of the world and humans having to live underground or humans having to exit Earth because Earth became inhabitable. Like we all know those storyline shows. So that's one of the storyline shows. Um, yeah, and I don't know where I found the time. I also started to watch 僕はごちびやすみだ。僕はごちびやすみだ. Squid Games. That's the one. I started watching Squid Games as well. What episode am I on Squid Games? Wait, I don't know. What episode is this? Oh no, wait. Okay, so I'm on episode 5 of season 2 of Squid Games. So very happy this weekend is more of a chill weekend. When I tell you my weekends, I'm always like, even when I come on here and I do the lives with y'all, I'll be like, guys, I only have 30 minutes to go live stream with y'all because I have to like get up and go do something. Literally, that is how my days are. And I don't complain. I really don't complain because it's better than like being bored and like finding things to do. But like, no, it's like get up, do this, do that, do this, go to class, that, and then anything else additional like I want to do, I gotta like find a way to like plug it in. So that's why it's kind of been a little hard having to like make the time to edit content. So like I said, I love going live stream because I'm able to like chit chat with y'all that are here with me, but I don't have to worry about now having to like process this for like another 2 hours of like editing and then uploading and then going through. And, oh, too much. Let me know what y'all think about. Would y'all be open to me doing a mid-afternoon live tomorrow or a late afternoon live or maybe an evening live? Because yeah, I want to like get something done here. I want to do something here, and if I don't go live, I'm really not about to like film, even though I have been filming for the last couple of months. I might do. I have to find the drive to do it. I have to edit some of the clips that I filmed. I want to share with you all my Halloween decor that I did for my apartment and also my Christmas decor that I did as well. I filmed all of those before I took them down. So I want to at least like try to edit, be like, here's a little 2024 vlog type ordeal. Look at her in the back. I decided to give her this little couch cozy laying down situation, and she really likes it. That's a silk blanket, okay? That's them silkworm blankets, so her fur is nice and moisturized. She don't gotta worry about a cotton pillowcase. damn cat. So yes, salty peeps. I am gonna go ahead and get going. It is almost 11 p.m. So Mr. Sheffield says sure. Felix says cut above a node after flowering with orchids maybe rebloom. I'm a little nervous to like cut this because I'm just gonna let it do its thing, Felix. Like it's just been doing its thing and I don't want to bother it. I don't want to like annoy it. I just want it to just continue to do what it's doing and be happy in my home. I think so. That's what I just wanted to do. I don't know. But salty peeps, with that being said, let me go ahead and let y'all get back to. Man, I had it. Look at me with my crown. Look at me with my crown. The worst in the world. Oh my gosh. When I tell you, I had like a time. Felix says, Pam, please don't go down that orchid rabbit hole. I'm trying not to. Felix, I promise you, like I told myself, like, I really don't want to buy any more plants. I don't want any more new house plants. I am so happy and so satisfied with the collection that I have. I have zero desire or want for any additional plants at the moment. But these dang orchids, it's like, as much as I say it, this is an addiction, like some people have alcohol addiction, some people have like other harder drug addictions, some people have like marijuana addiction, some people have like sex addictions. Like houseplant collecting is like an addiction. And as much as I'm like, man, I don't need it. I'm clean, man. I don't need that shit, yo. I've been, 15 months, 12 hours, 30 minutes without a new, like, and then you see something that you like, and you're like, it's just houseplant collecting. It could be worse. I could be spending my money on other things. And then that's what happens. What's so wrong? It's just a houseplant. And then that's what happens. And then it starts up again. Like, that's really it. It's like, it's just a houseplant. I could be spending that money on worse things. No. Cut it out. Cut it out. Like, oh man, I remember during the pandemic, the only way to really get myself, is this show still a thing? Does this exist? Oh, dang. Yeah. So, sorry, I just got a little distracted. My bad. All right, y'all. With that being said, Felix, I can't promise it because you know how us houseplant enthusiasts get. We love our plants. So I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to stay away from the big box stores. Oh, y'all saying like during the pandemic, like my peace, my happiness was going into Home Depot or Lowe's and walking through the gardening section. When I travel, I get like, it really gets me going. Like when I travel, when I go to like botanical gardens, when I walk past plant shops, when I smell flowers, like anything floral, anything greenery, anything horticultural really, really gets me going. There was this guy that I fucked up. Like I super, super fucked up with him like a couple of years ago. But I don't think I was ready to date then. But he was amazing. He was great. He was so good. For one of the dates that he planned for us, was actually a date to like the botanical garden. And when I tell you, I thought that was just like, it was so simple, but so thoughtful. Like, I love plants. What better place to take someone who loves plants and floral than to a fucking garden? Not just a garden, like the biggest botanical garden in New York City. Like, yeah. Uh I think honestly, Felix, I feel like I could probably be part of the orchid community. Like, you want to see a pretentious bitch? Oh, I bitch, you want to see a pretentious bitch? You want to see a pretentious bitch? What? Don't let me get yo. Oh my gosh. Well, this orchid cost me my arm and my soul. My sugar daddy got it for me. Oh my gosh. Yo, I'm annoying. I miss doing my live streams. I'm so happy, like, I'm getting like back in the swing of things, getting back in the groove of it all, coming live, and then hopefully eventually I'll feel like editing. But until then, I'm loving coming on to live and just chatting with y'all. If you are here, I don't even know what the likes are looking like. But if you're here, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you're still watching with me tonight. I really appreciate it. And yeah, so actually I'm gonna try to go live tomorrow. I'm gonna try to go live tomorrow anytime between all right, it's 11 now. I'm gonna try to not wake up late. Recently I've been like waking up after 9 a.m. on a weekend. That is insane. So I'm gonna try to like be mindful, not wake up late tomorrow. I'm gonna try not to like wake up later than 8:30. So I'm gonna maybe try to go live between 12 and 3:30. I'm gonna give myself a nice little window. So I'm gonna do a little pre-schedule situation when I figure out the time I'm gonna come on. And I'll probably give y'all maybe like a 30 minute to an hour ish heads up. So anytime between 12 and 3:30, I'm gonna try to go live, and we're going to do a little something. The room is not bad. The room is not bad at all. We're gonna do a little some. I showed y'all these signs last time. I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna put these. These are so cute though. I love these. They're so good. They're the best $5 I've ever spent. Hopefully this shit is good as well. What type of batteries do I need? I have no choice. I hear you. All right, y'all. Before I get into sidetrack singing, I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of the night with myself, and I will see you all in the next video, which is going to be tomorrow. Let's get growing. Give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already, and take care. Bye. Good night, everyone. Good night, Felix. Good night, Mr. Sheffield. Good night, CJ. Good night, Miss Lady June. And good night to the rest of my silent salty pecan viewers. Take care. Ciao, ciao. I have no voice.